All right, so here's the former UFC heavyweight champion, cardio, Cain Velasquez. Nobody is better equipped to talk about this man and all that he brings to the table than you, DC.
Just a fantastic mixed martial artist. From the first time I saw Cain at the American Kickboxing Academy, I understood that I was no longer just looking at a wrestler, but a true fighter. Cain had an ability to push and train at a level that not even the welterweights could keep up with. Just a workhorse in the highest sense of the word. A guy that was willing to lay it all out on the line. Some of the performances that this man has had truly allows him to be considered one of the greatest heavyweight fighters of all time.
And he puts that status on the line every time he makes the walk, including tonight. Good to see Cain Velasquez back. Cain Velasquez, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's gonna get in your face. He's gonna try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov set to fight Cain Velasquez. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Cain Velasquez. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
So Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
Well, you are not going to out-cardio Cain Velasquez. 12 of his 14 wins have come by knockout or TKO, but when he goes the distance, he's a very hard guy with which to contend. Another big spot for Cain Velasquez, the former champion, tonight.
In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
So there it is, longer reach paying dividends as he counters with a punch. Takedown defense holds up. And now some distance as they pull apart. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Now in the look for a takedown and gets it.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Velasquez is looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Trying for a submission here. Oh, no compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Keep that top position and work your elbows.
Now he's going full mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes. He's got to be careful here.
Velasquez is back in full mount. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, big shots from the top. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Great defense by this fighter.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back in. Oh, nice headlock. Oh, it's getting deep.
Great submission defense. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Velasquez. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Drink your water and listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better with your...
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Round two here. Lands to the body there. Going upstairs with the left hook. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
He's got that single collar tie.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Oh, good power with a short shot to the head of the clinch.
Whoa!
Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful justice performed. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. Little bit.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. That guillotine choke is getting tight, but you can't just squeeze. You got to get your hips.
Oh, he got out.
Oh, you got to be careful there, yep.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
A series of punches from the top here by Velasquez. Lands with the ground and pound here. right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact...
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke.
Oh, my goodness. That Darce choke is very tight. It looks like the Darce choke is in. He's got it locked in now. What he's got to do is start to feed his opponent.
Oh, he's out.
All these actions, so these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Velasquez. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
There's a lot of blood. He cut you open good. The ref wants to stop this fight, but you're not going to let him.
Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, blocked the shot there and then delivers the straight counter. Taking on the overhand, now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that will land it right on the spot.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, I'm no expert, but that bomb flu choke looks locked in. Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission.
Let's work. Come on, let's stand you up. Let's work.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov.
Great job finding his shots from the top position. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Oh, man, he's still targeting that cut, and it is getting worse by the minute. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Nurmagomedov. Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Velasquez. Well, if you like blood, maybe this is the fight for you, but that cut just continues to get targeted by his opponent.
He's a bloody mess, Jay. He's been beat up. The guy has been... Nurmagomedov's in half guard. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Nice strike from bottom position. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Velasquez. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Final seconds of round 3. Nurmagomedov's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
We can't go much longer with a cut like this. We need a finish, and we need...
All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You gotta keep
lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
his opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh, nice level change.
Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete better?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, his corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something because this fight is over.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of it. To go, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Looks like a potential submission attempt here.
Oh my goodness, I think he might have it. He's out. What submission defense on this ball?
Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep. He should be trying to get back to his feet.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. All right, well, things are getting critical now. A lot of damage, a lot of blood in and around that eye. You can stop this fight right now.
You can stop it right now. I mean, I don't understand what anyone's waiting for. They're giving this guy a chance, but if he doesn't do something different defensively, it won't last much longer.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Jockeying for position here on the clinch. Both fighters trying to get a more dominant position. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. All right, so oh, nice judo toss for him there. Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, that Darce choke is tight. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
Stupid.
All right, that's the end of the round. And Nurmagomedov's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you? That's a big strike right there. Oh!
That was it!
Oh my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. With that, we now go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 20 seconds of round number 5, declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez.
So congratulations are in order to the former two-time UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez, still a guy